there's been this collide between Bitcoiners and miners.
With the technicians and the companies and stuff that you're working with, if they see any concern regarding block template centralization?
So this is the most unfortunate thing, is that for since we've launched Decentral, our focus has been, so at first our focus was on our own little mining operation. Nobody was talking about mining back in 2016. We actually had the first CBC interview, the first mining CBC interview. So they came and visit our facility here in Canada. And before that, nobody was, showing off their stuff. It's just a bit after that you had companies like Bitfarms starting to come out. And so at first we had our own focus, on our own little things, and our friends, and some friends would want to play the machines with us. So then we came with that mining hosting idea, which today looks very obvious, but there was no mining hosting back then. So we did that, and then the ASIC repair and all that stuff. And I'm trying. Sorry, the question here. Just remind me your question.
I was just curious if you guys or anyone that you've been talking to, if there is any talk or chatter about potential risks with block template centralization, if that's even something on their mind, or if people really just aren't concerned, or it's not a worry.
Yeah. So I can remember where I was going with all of that. So what I meant to say is that eventually we had to start and try to talk with those big companies. But what we quickly came to realize is that they're really, they have the business mindset a lot, and a lot of them, especially the public one, they have, the shareholders to please, and all that, like, corporate reality that comes into play. And so if you go to places like, for instance, there's going to be mining disrupt shortly. Well, I went. I'm not going this year. I went a few other editions, and it was a deception to me, because there's that big divide between Bitcoiners and miners, and there's always been that divide. I think maybe it's because for a while it was also, geographically divided, and also because some Bitcoiners would love to, but they can't, because of the prohibitive energy cost, or even the noise, or the lack of solutions, which we're trying to address today through our different products and solutions. But yeah, there has been forever that divide, and for the first time I started to feel the two worlds colliding was with the BitX. I feel like Bitcoiners now have an option to understand and become miners, and if, at least from my perspective, maybe I'm biased because we're distributors of the BitX. But from my perspective, is the first time I feel the last year that there's been this collide between Bitcoiners and miners, and obviously for good and for less good. But I think all those block templates talk, they're coming mostly from Bitcoiners, not from miners. But I think miners will be confronted more and more to it, as there's a merge and a collide of those communities.